What's going on, folks? My name is Joe, aka J to the OE. Welcome or welcome back to Joey's Games, where we talk about video games, food, nerd stuff, or anything else that's going on in my life. I just came back from a road trip that was 10 hours each way, and I was gone for a few days, and so I thought this was the perfect time to really put the Switch 2 through its paces. And so, after a road trip, and the last 2 weeks, here's my first impressions of Switch 2. But before we get into any of that, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section if you have the Switch 2, if you've been enjoying it. Honestly, last video created quite a stir. I'm a little bit surprised, but you know, I've really enjoyed, I'd say 90% of your comments, whether I agree or disagree. And so, yeah, let me know what you think. So I took a trip for a work conference that was 10 hours each way, and I was there from Sunday night to Wednesday morning, and we drove down and up, and so I thought, man, this is gonna be a great time to see what I thought about the Nintendo Switch. And you know, the too long didn't read version, I mean, it's not bad, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it regardless of its flaws, and we're gonna talk about it. Here's some of the things that I really like. I did like the bigger screen. I did like the better graphics. And the screen, while not OLED, was bright enough that I could play while the sun was glaring. We have a bit of a heat wave in this area, and man, it's been hot. And the sun's just been blaring, and I know with my other Switch, sometimes I have a big issue when the sun is up. And this one I didn't have that many issues, especially when I was running something heavy like Cyberpunk 2077. I could still play it pretty well without losing any visuals. Honestly, it was also much easier to play Super Mario World with my friend when we were in tabletop mode, because the screen was big. It was great. The Joy-Con is much easier when played this way because of this here. I don't need those little extensions. I have not yet tried the mouse mode, and I still really like this. I just think that's cool. But yeah, I have not yet tried the mouse mode because I haven't had a chance to. I've always been a console player, and so I have no desire to play first-person shooters on mouse mode. Playing Cyberpunk 2077 was great. I never got a chance to play it. That's not true. I played it in 2020 and it was broken and I stopped. You know, I played it on my Series X and I still didn't like it. And honestly, even though it's been updated and stuff like that, with having a toddler, if most of you guys have been already in this channel, being able to play on the couch portably has always been like a priority for me, which is why the Switch was kind of my greatest system for my lifestyle. And being able to play without Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi at the Airbnb wasn't that good, but being able to play without Wi-Fi was really good. And I finally had a chance to finish Cyberpunk 2077, which I thought was a great game. And we'll talk about that in another video about games that I've played this season. And the eShop experience was great. I hate the eShop experience in the first Switch. It's just slow, it's arduous, it's just weird, you know, like, especially at this time. But now it's fast, you know, it's great. It's streamlined, the system is faster. How do I know the system is faster? It's because usually during the load screens is the time where I get to check my phone and text or whatever, doom scroll just for a few minutes. And I didn't have time to do that. So I thought that was really cool. So overall, you know, I'm happy with this purchase. Now, here's some things that I didn't like about it. Obviously, the battery's not as good, but it depends on the game. So I played 3 games on my way there and being there and coming back. You know, I played and finished Cyberpunk 2077. I played Raidu, the remaster, except I got the Switch 1 version because that has the full physical copy. We'll talk about that in another video. And Mario Kart World. And honestly, much like Switch 1, it depends on the game. You know, Cyberpunk definitely ran the battery out way faster than Mario Kart World, and Mario Kart World ran the battery out way faster than Raidu, and Raidu was fine. Raidu actually didn't hit that much damage to my battery percentage. But either way, I had to have this. This was a must which is an Anker power bank. And I'm kind of an idiot and a nerd because I got the one with the Switch logo like a long time ago, and it still works for me. I think I got this in 2018, and it still works very well. It has the fast charging. With this, I could charge my Switch 2 twice, essentially, without any problem, all the way through. So, while it was annoying and I had to baby the power a little bit, it makes sense because, you know, I don't think the battery has changed, but, I mean, obviously the output of the system has changed. It's like when, you know, remember when we had dumb phones and we were charging them once a week or once every 6 days, and then we went to a smartphone that did like so much more, and then we had to charge it every day. That's just kind of a thing now, I guess. So much like the Switch 1, the Joy-Cons aren't very ergonomic for me, and especially with my old carpal tunnel arthritic hands. So I had to stretch a little bit still. So I'm definitely going to need to get a grip for these guys so that I can do some longer sessions without having to do this every so often. The price point obviously is a con. It is expensive, and the games are expensive. So you'll have to see if the value added is worth to you. If it's not, it's fine. It's okay. You know? It does not, you not getting the system or not enjoying it has nothing to do with my enjoyment of this system. So you'd have to see if $450 so you could play a lot of games that are older, sure, but you can play that on the go is of value to you. Then you just got to make up your mind. You know? And this was annoying, just not really a con. I remember I had to use the original charger and original HDMI just so I could play it on my TV. That was definitely annoying because I already had this setup going and I just really wanted to put the dock there. And I wanted to have that power brick and cord so I could charge other things with it. But, you know, that's fine. I got other bricks and cords. I just like the Nintendo branded things. And the biggest con, doesn't really do much right now. Switch 1 games play much smoother, much faster on Switch 2, which is fine. You know, yes, you can play a lot of Switch 1 games on the Switch 1, you know? But this is still in its infancy, you know? This is the price for being an early adopter, is to watch it at its worst, right? This is the worst the Switch 2 is ever gonna be. And that's okay. It doesn't have a decent library. Not a lot of things have a decent library on launch. But what it does is it has the other Switch 1 library. And I could keep, you know, I still have quite a backlog of that. And yeah, I can just keep playing the Switch 1. And I really, really want to play Hitman on the go because I haven't had I've played it, but I haven't had more than just a few hours with it because I haven't been able to sit and really get into it. I just really don't want to buy the game key cards. That's a con for me. Like I want the games on the cards, and man, I'm doing my best not to break that, but I might indulge every so often. And I know Hitman is gonna be on sale, and so maybe when it's on sale, I'll get it. Or maybe if it's on the eShop, but then I can't trade it in, and I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So all in all, I had a great time with the Switch 2. I'm happy with my purchase. I mean, kind of have to be, and so it's funny when you make a purchase, you're biased either way. When you don't make a purchase and when you do make a purchase, when you don't make a purchase, you convince yourself and you give yourself reasons as to why it's okay. And when you buy it, you're like, well, you know, here's the other reasons why it's okay. Honestly, both are true and valid. Doesn't matter to me. I bought it, and so let me enjoy it, man. Calm down. All right, so that's enough ranting for today. I hope you guys are well. I will see you later, or I will see you another time.